Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of November 30th, 2025. Keep in mind, it's a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. And with all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Cancer collective now for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Cancer not see coming for the week of November 30th, 2025? What do they not see coming? Thank you. First card out we have is Clout Hungry. Bottom of the deck we have Ignoring. So tell me more about Clout Hungry here for Cancer. Why is this something they do not see coming? So typically the Clout Hungry card talks about an individual who says anything and does anything in order to get someone else's attention. But with that Ignoring card there, I don't think you are paying this person much mind. Oh, right behind Ignoring, we have Fishing for Comments. Yeah, I think you have someone here who's making stuff up to get your attention, to get you to interact with them. Tell me more about this here for Cancer. What do they need to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Sun card. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Star card. The bottom of the deck, we have Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and we have Two of Cups. So this is your energy. This is this individual's energy. I feel like this week you're finally finding a little bit of happiness. I think you're healing over something that has been quite difficult. You might not see it in your everyday 3D world, but internally to you, you're making a lot of progress forward in terms of healing, becoming a lot bolder by the day. The Queen of Wands, all the queens in tarot are very past focused. They're forged through fire. They're forged through their hardships. And that's how they take on the personalities of their respective suits. So the Queen of Wands here in your energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, this is someone looking back probably at the last year. That Sun card for me, sometimes in terms of timing, could be like a one-year card. We are nearing the end of the year, so it kind of makes sense. Looking back at the past year and everything that you've gone through and feeling a little bit of Phoenix rising from the ashes. Like I've survived a pretty difficult year and I'm looking forward towards continued healing and happiness in my future. Seven of Swords I don't think is a negative energy for you, Cancer. I'm going to be honest. I think you're being very strategic when it comes to how you move forward. Tell me more about this Sun card to the Queen of Wands. Thank you. We have the Five of Wands, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Ace of Cups. That's exactly what you're doing. You're like, despite my hardships, it hasn't been easy. There's been conflict, there's been discord, there's been disagreements. Maybe I've been put in competition or I was made to feel like I'm not good enough. But damn it, this week I feel like I'm good enough. Whether you're masculine or feminine, you are moving forward from a difficult time in your life or a difficult experience. And like I said, you are moving towards the new. And that Ace of Cups, your first and foremost priority here this week seems to be nurturing yourself, love of self. I'm not saying you don't have anyone else in your life. I'm not saying you don't have anyone coming in or coming back around. Your energy here this week is I've been through hell. I'm looking forward towards brighter days. I'm going to continue healing, but I'm going to put myself first. And I like this for you. Seven of Swords, I think you're being very strategic in how much time, love, dedication you give to others. I think you're looking for a balance within yourself. I don't think you're overgiving. That may have been a detriment of yours in the past, a little bit of an Achilles heel. Overgive. When we overgive, you know what happens. The takers come and they take. I feel like you're being very strategic moving forward with your resources, time, love, money, energy, etc., etc. One more shuffle here. Thank you. That's exactly what you're doing. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Magician. I think you're being very strategic about what you want in the next chapter of your life. This is very, I'm putting myself first. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Cups. I don't want to miss any opportunities anymore. I've been feeling like maybe I've missed out on life in general, and I don't want that for myself in 2026. You seem to be very future focused, not tremendously, but there is a sigh of relief, like I can't wait till this year is over, and I pray to God that next year is better. And you're beginning to manifest. You're beginning to figure out, strategize what it is that you want And I think you're subconsciously doing it. I mean, we have a full moon in Gemini coming up on the 4th. Some of you could be doing a full moon release ritual or a cord cutting ritual. That's possible. I feel more like I'm finally figuring out what I want in the next chapter of my life. Star card, you're continuing to heal, continuing to figure out exactly what is my North Star, what are my dreams, my goals, and my aspirations. And I get this feeling like I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss out on life anymore. Who is this person here now? This 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Who is this person? One more shuffle here. Thank you. It's a soulmate connection. 7 of Cups, the Hangman, and the Page of Swords. I would expect communication here from this person this week. I don't think you've heard from them for a while. This person is feeling a lot of emotions. This person feels a little stuck in their life, feeling a little stuck in their life. They want to communicate with you. They don't really know what to say. Why is that? Why does this person not know what they want to say? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Very emotional about communicating with you. Just not sure what to say. 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and the Devil. Well, talk about manipulation. I would expect a liar to communicate with you this week. I'm sorry, Crosswatcher. I have to be honest. I love the Cancerian Collective. You guys have been through hell. Last year and a half hasn't been easy. Some of you literally had, a loved one pass away. Others of you lost a job and had to transition into a new place, and that ended up being shit, and you try to dig your way through that whole situation. Some of you had a lot of arguments. You entered new connections, and they kind of floundered on you. I'm not saying you went through all of that. I just see it in both the collective readings and the personal readings. Cancerian Collective was put through the mill in 2025, one way or another. And I feel like I get this bounce back energy. Like, I really want 2026 to be better. I'm going to focus on me. I don't want to deal with drama. Unfortunately, you have this person here. I don't think you've communicated very much with them recently. That 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, it's like, do I call Cancer? Do I tell Cancer what's been going on with me? I'd like to reconnect with Cancer. And I'm not saying this is a past love. I know some tarot readers jump to that. I don't know who that 2 of Cups is to you. A friend, a family member, a lover, someone you worked with 2 years ago and you haven't spoken to them since then. I don't know who this person is. I know that they want to reach out to you and they plan on reaching out to you, but they're going to lie a bit. This is someone whose life has been pretty stagnant. Not a lot of exciting things happen. In fact, they probably have had a lot of setbacks and they just don't want to admit that to you. So when this person contacts you this week, I would expect to hear a bunch of lies on how their life is going really great and everything's been wonderful since the last time you two spoke, or since the last time you saw one another, or since the last time you worked together. And it's just like it's a bit of a manipulation tactic, but I'm getting the feeling from this person it's because they really don't have anything great to say about their lives. They made some decisions that sent them down some long paths, some dark paths, and 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Tower. I would expect some type of communication, a text message, a phone call. I feel like it's electronic in nature. So it could be through social media platform, could be sending you a message on Facebook, could be commenting under one of your pictures. I just feel like here through the connection, this person's like, well, I don't want to say nothing exciting has been going on in my life, and I don't want to say everything that's gone wrong since the last time I spoke to Cancer. So I'm just going to make my life sound a little bit better than what it was. This is Neptune and Pisces, daydreamy. This is like thinking like, what am I going to say to Cancer? And then I don't like the Devil to the 4 of Swords to the 5 of Swords. This to me is someone who's giving heavy contemplation to lying. And again, I don't think they're lying to betray you. This is lying to not want to tell you the truth, that either their life has been like nothing's been going on, or they have had all of this upheaval and they just don't want you to know about it. I think you're ignoring them. They are going to fish for comments. Hey, look, if you have social media profiles, I would expect comments under your photos, your posts this week. That's the feeling that I get here. Like I said, text message, could be a phone call for some of you. I'm getting more like electronic here, which I normally don't get, but yeah, I just think this person's going to make everything sound a lot better than what it actually is for them. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. I think you're doing great. You are on you're in a healing journey. I don't want to tell you that you're almost at the end of it, but I will be honest and say this week you could probably start seeing a little light at the end of the tunnel. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice here this week, 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. I love this. High Priestess, King of Wands, the Tower. Yeah, it's going to be a little shocking when this person that you really haven't spoken to or haven't spoken to in a while, or you don't talk to that much to them anymore, when they contact you this week, it's going to be a little bit of a, oh, well, I haven't heard from you in a while. How have you been? But your advice here, keep focusing on your happiness, your long-term goals. Figure out what you want in 2026. You're at a Y point. You have about 4.5 weeks left to this year. Figure out what you want that new beginning to look like. Some new creative idea you want to do, projects around the home. Maybe you want to get involved in a community group. Ace of Wands could be anything. But you're sitting at the Y point here this week. Your advice is figure out what you want 2026 to look like and then start manifesting it and co-create with the universe to actually make it happen. As for this person, if you choose to ignore them like the Oracle card says that you're doing, I think you're making a good move, but that's just, I'm a little biased because I love the Cancerian collective, so no offense to the cross watcher. You're heading down a good path. This week, focus more on your future than focusing on this past person. Yeah, definitely a manipulative energy there, but you do you, my dear, when you receive that communication from this person this week. But whatever you do, don't allow them to derail you from the progress that you have made so far. That is what I have for you, Cancer, for the week of November 30th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, maybe just found it to be helpful or even a little hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.